Thought you were using an iPad. Are you good? No, we can start. We're good. What is this? I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah.
So just give me a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
Mr. Bassett, you break it.
No, stay.
You did?
No. We'll go first. This. No, oops, no, we're good. All right, we're good. Oops, we're good.
¿Cómo está?
The only negative there is the parking situation, but not always. Yeah.
So, where's the form? Huh? Where's the form? The form? Yeah, that's Maria. Yeah, that's Maria. What Maria?
Yeah, one of my classes was on like community outreach and like how schools are willing to offer hours that work with parents and then provide childcare so they can like do the family engagement things without needing to like manage their children or find individual homes. So I have a few teachers or even volunteers to watch the kids while they're doing movements. So parents can come in. Willingness to come outside and do practical hours. Because it's always like pulling on to get people to come for various events after hours. Are they doing it like overtime or what? I don't think so. I think it's usually like written into your contract, like and other duties as necessary. I know at previous buildings, we had to like, for PTA, for example, we were told like in the school year, everyone's expected to go to PTA.
Do you have it?
So that like there's some teachers that will go to it, but you only
How
are.
did you log in?
I'm on the
So it's kind of like, you know, numbers.
But because I sent it
Some
yesterday,
schools, but there's also the requirement.
you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, if you want to send it to my email, I'll log
I
in.
don't know how that can be enforced.
Oh, should I come? They're doing the meeting. Somebody else. I know, but that's the then
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Good.
Good. My name is Manal Arias. I work with Access. I'm a caseworker and health educator. Today we're going to be talking about social media impact and the nature of screen time.
Oh, no, it covers
something. Mental health. Okay, on our youth and our children. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna explain everything and all the slides I have, and then if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask me. Okay? So, of course, social media impacts us every day. This is a problem. Is there a way for me to just put the slides on?
If you go to present mode, maybe.
I'm sorry for that.
In case you want this.
Oh, okay. Might be easier. Okay. So, this is very loud.
No, we like
Good.
it. We like it.
Okay, so what is social media? Um, okay, so what is social media? So of course it's like, it's everything that we have on the web, on our tablets, on our screens, right? So web and mobile platforms that allow individuals to connect with others within a virtual network, such as Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and LinkedIn, and of course, TikTok. So of course, I'm a mom of two children, so I struggle with this every day. We try to make our kids use the social media very carefully, so it just impacts them in a positive way. Trying to do that, this is what we try every day. But unfortunately, it can impact them in a negative way as well. So that's why we have to be careful every time on how we, okay, now I'm that's it. Good? Okay. So this is why we have to be careful every time we allow our children to use social media because it can impact them in a negative way. And we will learn today how it's going to impact them in a negative way. Even though it has so many good sides, right? They can learn so many new things. They can get to know friends, get to know the news. For us, also, we can learn about the news all over the world, right? Especially people, we have relatives overseas. Some people, they live here alone, they feel like they're isolated. They want to get to know people um, from around the world, make friendships, and also get to know the news, right? And what's going on in other countries. So people also can create, they can share and create or exchange various forms of digital content, including information, messages, and photos and videos. We have here statistics about social media. It shows here Facebook. It's of course we all know Facebook. We all have Facebook. Do you guys all have Facebooks? Okay, so my children they think that I'm very old because I still have Facebook. Okay, do you guys get the same thing or they tell you the same thing? Okay, so Facebook over 2.8 billion people use it every month. It is. Do you guys think it's number one? It's the most used one?
No.
What do you guys think? Which one is?
TikTok.
TikTok. I agree. Especially now, all ages use TikTok nowadays, which is sometimes it's scary, right? Okay, so Instagram, of course, people share photos and short videos, and if you follow specific pages, you can see the news, and you can see it depends which pages you follow. So you get the news, you get photos of people, and other lifestyles that you want, or even fashion, right? So over 1.5 billion people use it every month. It's still less than Facebook, but I think it's going some way or another. It will be above that number because for me, I stopped using Facebook for a while and I moved to Instagram. But since they're all connected and they're all owned by the same by Meta, so it's the same thing. Twitter, people post short messages and follow news. So over 400 million people use it every month. I don't know about the new owner. After the new owner, how many have joined it, right? After Elon Musk got it or bought it. I don't know. I don't have Twitter. My son actually he created Twitter without me knowing, but he's not using it anymore. because I had to remove it. So, popular social media platforms among youth. So as you see, we do know that sometimes it's bad for our youth, right? Here we have some very strong evidence showing high rates of social media use among individuals with mental disorders. So this is study, I believe I have a slide, I hope so, that shows the study for this, that they're showing that people with mental disorders, they used to use social media platforms a lot. And we will see how it impacted them in a negative way, okay? For youth ages 10 to 17 who reported major depressive symptoms, there was over 3 times, there was over 3 times greater odds of facing online harassment in the last year compared to youth who reported mild or no depressive symptoms. This is why this is how and why it does impact our youth mental health in a bad way. So it's very important, since we're talking about it, to explain what is mental health. So mental health includes our emotional and psychological and social well-being. So it's basically like you're training your brain. It's the health of your brain, right? Because the brain controls our body, so it has to be healthy for us to be, healthy brain is a healthy body, right? Okay, so also we're gonna explain the danger of screen time. It is the amount of time spent using devices with screens, such as smartphones, tablets, computers, and also video game consoles. A lot of people think that video game consoles are not considered screen time, or it's not considered, it's okay, they say it's okay, it's a game, but essentially it's a screen. It can affect their eyes, their, the way they grow up too, right? So it is considered television. So a lot of people put their kids in front of television, or just to let, like, if they're younger, just to keep them busy and keep them quiet, they go ahead and give up the phone or the screens, any kind of screen, just to make them quiet and busy, which is, this is very bad, even though our kids do like it, right? But that's why I want to say, we are in charge of them, we are responsible for them. That's why I always tell my children that, I don't want to tell them that I know more than you, but I'm there to protect you from the things that you don't know. Okay, so I know what's bad for you, I just put you a time limit for it, right? Excuse me. So now we're going to talk about the danger of screen time. This is what I was talking about. Sleep disturbance and physical health issues. So the sleep disturbance, it was shown that the blue light released from screens can interfere with the production of melatonin. It is the hormone that regulates sleep. So if it was very low in their, it will reduce the melatonin. They will not be able to sleep. That's why they say always like try before 2 hours or 1 hour before bedtime, no screens whatsoever, right? Imagine, like, there's a lot of youth, they sleep while watching on their phones, or sometimes, which is, it's more scarier, they sleep with their AirPods on, which is, this is actually very dangerous, right? Also, it will affect the physical health issues. So here, screen time can lead to physical health problems such as eye strain, headaches, neck and back pain, and also poor posture. So we see a lot of youth, their posture is not like as straight as like, I don't wanna say that, but it does, because they're on the screen all the time and all day like this, they're watching like this, you have to remind them, okay, sit still, and like, try like to sit down straight, because, this is gonna hurt your neck. They're growing, this stage they're growing up, so their body is changing. If they stay like this all the time, this is the way they're gonna grow up, right? Because this is what it does to them. That's why we have to be, as parents, we have to be careful with keep reminding them to sit down straight, put them, time limits on the phones, on the screens, and, tablets, game consoles. So some of the kids, when they're playing on the, let's say, Xbox or PlayStation, they sit down in front of the TV, they sit down on the floor, right? This will not help them with their posture, right? Because they're gonna be sitting down like this and playing and watching, so, they will not be, like, they will not grow up in a way or with a healthy posture, right? Screen time recommendation by age. So it shows here, of course, like all ages, 0 to 18 months, they have to avoid screens. Even though I see a lot of kids, a lot of babies, like in a waiting room, in hospitals, in schools, they just want to keep them quiet. So, okay, mom, if you're crying, oh, no, go ahead, take this tablet or take my phone. Sometimes we get pressured to do that because of the like crying, everyone wants the kids to be quiet. That's why some parents get pressured to do so. But they should be avoiding all screens. 18 to 24 months, they can co-view or minimal viewing. So like a mom and her child, the dad and his child can be like watching it, even though it has to be very, very little. The time they watch it has to be very short. Okay, 2 to 5 years old, so 1 hour screen time maximum. If they can do so these days, I don't know if people can do that. It's very hard. We have to force ourselves to let them stay away from screens too, even though sometimes it makes us feel comfortable, right? Just go ahead and take the phone. Just take, this is what parents do, just take the phone, stay quiet, please, right? It's hard, it's a struggle, I know, but we have to try to do so. 6 years old and up, so it's a limit. Limits are key, so put them screen time limit from, I know there's so many apps that you guys can use. For me, I use Family Link. I use Family Link so I can like log into my son's phone. I can log in anytime I want. I can like open a specific time on the weekends. It can be logged like from, it can be open from 7 to 7, 7 to 6. Most of these times he's gonna be at school, so he can call me when he comes home from school, and then when I go home, I have to log in for him, or it does log automatically. Okay. So now we come to the positive impacts of social media. As we said, we can connect and support. We connect with so many people around the world, right? We connect with our friends, our family members. Social media platforms can provide a sense of belonging and facilitate connections with friends, family, and communities, especially for individuals who may feel isolated. Unfortunately, like people, they don't have family members here in the USA, so this is what they do. They try to communicate with their friends and families overseas. or actually they can make also new friends here or overseas or like all around the world. Another one is information and awareness. Social media can be a source of valuable information, education, and awareness about mental health issues, resources, and support networks. So we all learn through social media, like most of us do. This is, I believe, we scroll through social media um, to get entertained, to find new friends, to watch the news, as we said, and also to learn new things, to learn new information. Especially like during COVID, so many people learned so many classes, or got so many classes from YouTube, from social media. They learned how to change their lifestyle. Some of them got professional at cooking. Got like professional at home decor, so many other sides, right? And so many other ways that people can learn. And most importantly is to get aware of the issues of social media on mental health as well. Expression and creativity. So platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok offer opportunities for self-expression, creativity, and sharing of talents and interests, which can contribute to positive self-esteem and identity development. So this is exactly what I was talking about right now. It's people got creative through social media after they learn new skills, they learn new stuff to do, right? Um, I know some people that they learned how to crochet and they opened their own business. Also, they learned how to cook and they opened their own business. Um, Also, a lot of people, excuse me, these days they work from home. They sell from home. Like they purchase things from overseas and then they sell them on the social media platforms. So they make sure to add like a lot of friends on the, for example, like on Facebook, they open up a page and then they they have like all of these friends that send them requests and don't join that group, and then they go ahead and sell their products, their clothes, overseas products, right? A lot of people that go overseas and bring back, if you look up on the purchase it from there, which is actually very amazing. These are very, we can't like ignore these good things of the social media. Access to resources. Many organizations and individuals use social media to share mental health resources, tips for self-care, and coping strategies with stress, with anxiety, with anything around the world, right? And making support more accessible to those in need. So it is the easy way to access resources and information, the social media, right? Do you guys agree with me? It is just like a click of a button, right? So as we said, we do know that it does impact our mental health, but we cannot overlook or we cannot ignore the benefits of social media. So it does have a lot of challenges, but it's positive impact on connectivity, community building, information access, creativity, activism, business, education, health, diversity, and entertainment are undeniable. So now we're gonna talk about the negative part, or the negative impacts of social media. Comparison and envy. Unfortunately, this is very, like, when we talk about this is how it affects our youth. They compare themselves to others. They will say, okay, because whatever they see on social media, they will say, okay, so why they can live this kind of life and we can't live it? Why we can't be doing whatever they're doing? Why we can't be going on vacation all over this world like these people are doing? Because And we have to explain this to our children that it's true people can be living like a very good life, but also they don't share the, the bad part. They will only share the, the beautiful part or the beautiful side of their life. They're not like, there's a lot of people now that they get out and say, okay, I'm depressed, not living a good life, but mostly what they do is they share the beautiful side of their life and what they're doing. So, exposure to curated and often unrealistic portrayals of life on social media can lead to feelings of inadequacy or low self-esteem and increased levels of envy and jealousy. So this is what they do. We have to remind them that everyone goes through so many things in their life. We can't be living the way they live. We can't be doing anything that they do. They have their own life, and we have our own lives, right? We can do whatever we can, whatever fit for us. And some people also, let's talk about envy, especially like in the community, or like a lot of people, they get scared that they don't post the good sides of their lives on social media too, right? They say, oh, they're gonna put an eye on us, oh, they're gonna trigger, our life is gonna get ruined. Okay, just keep the good things in your life, keep it for yourself. Don't post it, right? This is what I say, like, it's very important because also it's gonna lead to other things. Like some people, especially people that they don't have that good life that you have, they will say, okay, probably they did not mean it, but since they're saying it's something that they're missing, this might be a problem. Just keep it to yourself. It's up to you if you want to share it or not. Like a lot of people do that. I don't mind it myself, but like just keep the good part to your life. Keep everything like for you. Anything that's private, keep it for you. Don't share it over social media because there's a lot of people that we don't know how they think, and we're gonna see what's going to cause. It's going to cause like cyberbullying as well. So it's online platforms can be breeding grounds for cyberbullying, harassment, and trolling, which can have severe detrimental effects on mental health, particularly among adolescents. So a lot of people, unfortunately, they get bullied. So cyberbullying is when they get bullied over social media, right? A lot of youth, they don't talk about it, but it's actually, it happens a lot. And this is a negative impact of social media on our kids. Some kids or some youth don't like to share it. They just keep it secret, and then it ends up they get into depression without even realizing. Their parents don't know what caused them to get into depression. FOMO and anxiety. FOMO is fear of missing out. So when we scroll through social media, we see posts about parties, trips, or events that others are part of. That others are part of or other people are doing. So this can make us feel like everyone is doing something fun and we're not. This is like the one that we explained before. So it does lead our youth to anxiety or to experience anxiety and depression because they just can't live the life that other people are living, right? Sleep disturbance. So excessive screen time, particularly before bedtime, can disrupt sleep patterns and contribute to sleep disorders, which in turn can have negative impacts on mood and mental well-being. That's why we said before bedtime, no screens, no social media, because everything that they will watch before going to bed, they will dream of it, and it will actually be programmed into like their brain. This is going to be like the next morning. This is what they're going to be talking about, even if they don't know. It will it will affect them and control their brain in this way. That's why, like, stay away from social media before bed, stay away from screen before bed. For us, even for us as like adults, it's very important that we stay away from social media. Like, I know some people that what they do is before even opening their eyes in the morning, they reach to their phones. This is how much it controls us, which is it's very scary. That's why we have to like try to take control over, like control ourselves and try to avoid that. This is very important. So the other negative impact is addiction. Some individuals may develop addictive behaviors towards social media, leading to compulsive use, neglect of real life responsibility. So the only thing they do, they stay on their phones, they stay on social media, they just want to follow people on social media. They forget about their real life duties or what they have to do every single day. They get very attached to their phones. Okay, they want to know, especially those shows that the real life shows. We want to know everything, like okay, they will help what they're doing, where they're going, how is their routine for the day, right, and what they purchased, and what kind of makeup she put on, and what is she interested in. So this is how like scary it is. We forget about like ourselves and what we have to do on a daily basis, basically, like really, and our responsibilities. So now, as we said, the impact of social media on youth's mental health is multifaceted and requires careful consideration. It is crucial for individuals to strike a balance between online and offline interactions and to prioritize their mental well-being in the digital age. While social media offers numerous benefits, its negative effects cannot be overlooked. As we said, we can learn a lot, right, from social media, but also we do not want it, like, through learning, we do not want it to affect us in a negative way. We have to be careful for these days. Everything that we mentioned, we have to put ourselves limit. We have to put limits to our children. It's very important that we put limits to our youth because we know what, like, we live their age. We know and we know what they're going through, right? Or some of the things that they're going through. But also, you don't want your children to be like experiencing and looking at everything because it can be good and it can be bad, right? You want to try to manage it, put them limits, screen time limits, put them limits, like even to the websites that they get in. I know that you guys, I'm sure that you guys know how to control like YouTube, put like specific things for the kids to watch. I know that some parents, they do not allow YouTube, they do not allow YouTube to their children. Or like they change the settings. For me, I change the settings for a specific country that so it doesn't, and I put a strict mode for them like not to be able to like access some of the accounts and some of the videos. Also, as we said, the screen time, put install like any screen time manager that you want, and then make sure to put limits for your children. on any platform that you want, because you're able to choose the platform that you want to block. Um, for me, I tried to block TikTok for my kid, and every time he gets upset. That's the problem, because when we start to put them limits, they don't like it. They think that they know better, but I know, I trust you, I believe you. It's not you, it's whatever's gonna pop in front of you. We cannot control it. Because sometimes you can be putting like your information without even knowing. This is how scary it is. Some people can, or some attackers, they can get your location without even knowing. This is some kind of cyberbullying, by the way. This is a way how they're able to bully people, or they're able to bully the youth, right? They can track them down, they can harass them, they can. This is how scary it can be. That's why I tell my children, do not post anything, like neither your picture, okay, neither their pictures, like it's scary because now, especially with the intelligence, like how scary it's going, they can put your face on like a different character. They can use your voice in a different character. So this is why I would say, like, don't share any information, keep your information private for your children, keep your information private for yourself. Um, don't share any, I tell my kids don't share any information on social media, either on TikTok, or anywhere. Um, so one time, this is something that I want to mention, one time my son wanted to purchase something over TikTok. And it was not like, I told him, like, I can't trust, not only like TikTok, I can't trust like any platform to purchase something from if it's not like a legit website for me to purchase something from. He said, no, look, it's a freeze-dried candy. It's a freeze-dried candy. So I said, okay, look, take the website that it's advertising for, and we'll see if it's legit or not. And that website was not even there. It was not even like a real website. So I told him, like, imagine you take my credit card to use, and then my credit card is compromised. So this is another way, like you can be sharing like your credit cards, they think someone can steal your credit card. So that's why it's very important to be careful with using these platforms and these social media in general. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Wow.
Okay, thank you guys so much. I'm very happy to be here today. Yes. Right. Thank you so much. Actually, last time I presented it. So it was like yeah. So we can do it anytime. It's just we have to like arrange it. But we would consider that. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, yes. I understand. Yeah. Especially like I'm a parent, so I can't attend anything. It's hard for me to attend schools to engage like these events. I would love to. So, but I do consider that as what it is. I will contact my supervisor and see.
I mean, like I said, like there's probably absolutely solutions we all can relate to it. We all have kids, right? You know what I mean? But definitely, you know, there's information out there. I'm reading the yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you so much. It was a
Thank you.